Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with Dave Allen, who I've never interviewed before, and I don't think we've ever even shook hands before this.
I think I remember if we had.
Have we?
No, we haven't.
Yes. I'm just kidding. I remember. It was last year in Sheffield.
Yeah.
How are you? This is a big fight for you.
Yeah.
And I hate to use the word die because I don't like using do or die, but it sort of is, hypothetically speaking, a big moment for you because you know Eddie Hearn has made it quite clear, very clear that if you don't win this fight, it's over. Now, what made the loss to Lenroy different than the other two losses you had? Because this time it seems like you really just kicked things into gear.
Well, the first loss was Dylan White on 3 weeks' notice. I kind of looked at that like it wasn't really a winnable fight at the time. At the time, obviously, I tried to win. I try and win every fight, but I looked back and I thought, okay, I can kind of handle that. Luis Ortiz on 3 weeks' notice as well. That's not really a winnable fight, you know. I've not really had the chances that people think of. They're not really chances. How many people want to fight Luis Ortiz on 3 weeks' notice? There's not many, but I did it anyway. And in doing so, Eddie gave me an opportunity. I had a few wins, and I boxed Lenroy Thomas. I should have beat Lenroy Thomas, and I didn't. I threw it away, you know. And how many chances do you get? One, two, probably two. This is my second chance with Eddie. My last chance, more than likely, because I can be a great personality. I can be a good-looking face. Well, I've got both, I think. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, so anyway, you know, that can only take you so far, you know, all that stuff. So you've got to be able to fight as well. And I firmly believe I can fight. I firmly believe I'm a good boxer, competent boxer in and around British level and possibly beyond. I'm not saying I'm the world's greatest fighter. Will I ever beat an Anthony Joshua? More than likely I won't. I'm not really much bigger than you.
It's just the heels, though, Dave. It's just the heels. So,
yeah, so I have to be honest. I know my limitations and where I can get to, and I can be British champion, Commonwealth champion Saturday night, European level, possibly break into in and around world level with Eddie's help, obviously. So yeah, you know, I've got myself into great shape. Beat Lenroy Thomas, and I'm in and around a good level.
There's already a lot of pressure behind fighting in the first place, but knowing that there's sort of this thing hanging over you, knowing that if I don't win, I mean, how are you handling that pressure?
I don't really feel pressure. I'm not really a nervous character. It's a fight. It's a winnable fight, a very winnable fight. I should beat the best me. I don't like to talk about myself in third person, so I'll say the best me beats the best Lenroy Thomas. I've done everything in my power to be the best me on Saturday night, so I should beat him. And if I don't, you know, I go away, I rebuild. It's a long rebuilding process, but it's one that I'm willing to put the work in to do so. But I only envisage victory Saturday night, and when I do so, then we can go on to bigger and better things.
You mentioned that you were doing stupid things. Could you elaborate on exactly what you would call stupid?
Probably not. I've ate irresponsibly, ate too much at the wrong times, and I've been a fool to myself. I never trained. This is the first time for a fight that I will actually go in. I meant to fight in Cardiff, but my fight was pulled due to timing issues. So stupid things, as in out in places at certain hours that I probably shouldn't be. Female issues, should we say?
And that'll do your head in.
Yeah, so certain things, basically being a 23, 24, 25-year-old man, that's what I've been doing. But now I've matured mentally, physically. It's there, you know what I'm saying? I'm there now. This is as good as I can be on Saturday night. I've got so much more to go. I only have 10 amateur fights, 16 pro fights now. I've got so much more to go in terms of I can become such a better fighter with experience, but in terms of here and now, this is as good as I can be.
Well, you're a lean machine right now. Let's talk about your nutrition. What exactly did you do to get in such great shape?
Basically, for Cardiff, I had a 10-week camp, trained, ate correctly, everything, and I got injured, hurt my back, had 8 weeks off. Started back in camp, but I started back light. I always start camp at 20 stone maybe. And like I say, I'm not the biggest bloke in the world, so I started back in relative good shape and slim. And I've just ate correctly, trained correctly. I've even slept correctly. You know, I've not seen the back end of places I shouldn't be seeing the back ends of for a long time now. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not know what I'm saying because that's an English term, but
I can imagine what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. So I've just been living the life, you know, and I've just been doing everything right because I need to win this. Because for me, more than money, more than belts, I bring, I feel I can bring happiness to people's lives by just being me sometimes, and I'm in a position now where I've got a good following, people are happy, and that for me is just, I can't even put into words what it means to do them things.
Yeah.
And so I just want to keep it going, and obviously with the win Saturday, it's only going to keep snowballing and getting bigger and better.
And set an example.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you do have young followers, it's not just adult followers, and I think sometimes we forget that when you do have a following, that you end up touching more people's lives than you realize, right? Because one post, you think it just means nothing, but it means a lot to some other people.
Basically, I think I'm just the average 25-year-old man in the UK, you know, that's what I am, and that's why people are warm to me. But the average 25-year-old man in the UK is not just the average 25-year-old man in the sense of I like to do certain things
Yeah, of course.
with certain human beings and whatever else. And that's what certain 25-year-old humans being.
Yeah.
I am the quintessential 25-year-old man, but at the same time, obviously I've spoke about mental health and other stuff, and it helps people, and I just want to keep it going because I just want to be a success, so I can share my story and stuff. And it's a very interesting story that I'd love to tell you all about it.
Yeah.
And I will tell you all about it one day.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, well, you know what? It's so great catching up with you. I really do wish you the best. I know that you have it in you, and I know that the fight fans are going to be expecting a great fight on Saturday night. What would you like to say to them? What's the final message for your fight fans?
Just a big thank you, you know, to the likes of yourself and all the other YouTube channels out here today, and Sky and Eddie and everyone for giving me the platform. I want to thank all the. I don't like saying fans. I like saying the people that support me, because that's all they're doing basically. No, I don't have fans. I have people that support me in terms of buying a ticket for the fight, in terms of as much as a supportive message. It means a lot, and just a big thank you to everyone for getting me where I am today, because without them there would be no Eddie Hearn to give me a platform to fight. So I'm just very grateful for everyone that's got me where I am today, even though it's probably not as high as some people think, but we're going to get there. So thank you.
That's the attitude. That's the attitude. Well, thank you for your time. I wish you all the best. Bye, fight fans.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else